Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our NCAA Baseball 21 series where we are getting ready to start off season 2. We had a national championship winning season last year, getting all the way through the College World Series, taking down Alabama in the final game. And so now we're getting ready to start the second season. It is opening day here in Austin, and we are facing off against the University of Indiana, the Hoosiers, if you will. And this is going to be a tough game to kind of figure out where we are with some of our new guys. We'll kind of spotlight them as we go through this game. We have made some updates to the stadium. Every team that was in the College World Series did get an update made to their stadium. Ours is relatively minor in the sense we added a second row basically over the back. So we'll see every season teams that make it to the College World Series, those are the teams that will get the stadium upgrades done. Now we're checking in just right there with Heidi Watney, one of our on-the-field reporters, talking about our Longhorn team coming off the championship season, looking at guys returning like Luis Padilla, Drew Crane. Marlon Sweet will be back with us as well. And so we got some core guys returning this season. And some new faces. Like I said, we'll kind of spotlight them as we get through these games. And so you'll kind of see what the new young Longhorn blood is all about. And you're going to kind of see some of their faces getting ready to show up here in the lineup right now. The guy right there in the middle, sunglasses, Boyd Mulder. He is going to be our new shortstop that we have on the field. And it should be an interesting season to see how their careers with the Longhorns start to work out. And so we are underway now here. Game 1 of the season kicking off. Juan Silva returning. Last season had 33 starts with a 10-12 record, a 3.18 ERA, 31 walks, and 159 strikeouts while giving up 187 hits. So not the top of the line pitcher, but hey, that was last year. This is a whole new year. Time to step up again. And he's going to be facing off against Michael Martinez to start the season for the Hoosiers at the plate. And that first pitch is going to be a strike with the slider on the inside. So the 0-1 count, Silva's going to step forward and deliver. Swing and a miss on that one. Martinez gave it a cut at the fastball, just could not make contact with it. 0-2 delivery, fouled off to the right side. Another fastball, a little bit higher in the zone than the last one. But he was not fooled by that. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a deep fly ball down the right field line, and it is going to drop foul. A very long strike on that one as the count does remain at 0-2. Now Silva comes home, and that's going to be a pop-up to the right field. And we're going to be right up underneath that one. A pretty quick and easy catch right there. And that's the first out of the game. Now, Dante Pollard is our returning right fielder as well, so we were able to maintain a lot of the core group from these guys from last season as we take a look at the Hoosier lineup right there for you. So second up is going to be Marlo Espinoza for the Hoosiers, and the first pitch to him is going to be right down the middle. A fastball kind of got away from Silva. Should have been that one could have gone for a long ride right there. And on the very next pitch, it's going to be another fastball that's grounded over to Mulder at short, and he's going to swoop in, gather that one up, and fire it over to Greg Baker, a returning first baseman. So 2 outs now in this game here as we are underway well into the top half of the first inning and performing at a high level. So now with 2 outs here in the first, we have Eric Mitre. I'm not sure how to pick up Mitre, I guess. Meter. I'm just going to call him Meter. Eric Meter batting third for the Hoosiers in this one, and that first pitch is going to go in for a strike. Now in the second pitch, he's going to line down the right side. He gets past Baker. Pollard's trying to chase it down. Finally gets it as it bounces off the wall, and Pollard will fire it in, and that's going to put Meter in safely at second. The man has some speed about him, and what a perfect shot, just right down the line, leaving only feet to spare, as it rolled all the way to the wall before Pollard could get to it. So now with a man on second, Norm Negri is going to pop up to the plate, batting cleanup for the Hoosiers right now. And the first pitch to him is going to be a fastball low in the zone for a strike. And the second pitch, we're going to repeat that one. Another fastball down low for a strike. The count is now 0-2 as the Hoosiers do have meter on second. And the 0-2 delivery is going to be fouled off down the left field line. And we might need to start being careful with that pitch that we're throwing, as he did get a hold of that one just a little bit early. And the next one is another slider to the outside, and that's going to be fouled off down the first base line this time. So the count does remain 0-2 as Silva gets set. He checks the runner over at second and comes home. And that's going to be a good line drive down the right field line, but it will fall foul once again, as this man, Norm, is fighting tough at this at-bat. And there's going to be another foul ball. He's fouled the ball off about 5 or 6 times at this point, and he is still holding tough. And that's going to be a swing and a strikeout for Silva on that one. Big time first inning. No runs on the one hit. That's how you need to get a season start. So the Hoosiers are 1, 2, 3, 4, technically. I guess you can't forget about that double they hit. But that lead with 0 runs, 1 man left on base as the Longhorns come to bat. And one of our new gentlemen, Ezra Alaniz, is up to the plate to lead us off. And that first pitch is going to be a strike right down, a little high in the zone, but over the middle of the plate. Probably could have given it a good cut at that one. The count is 0-1. And that next pitch is going to be a fastball down low for a ball. 1-1. Count is even to Ezra. Now the next pitch is another one on the outside. Ezra having some good plate discipline. And that's something we didn't always see last season, especially whenever we hit kind of a slump in our offense. I mean, thankfully our pitching was so strong. But overall, it kind of hit a slump because we weren't very disciplined at the plate. And it looks like we may have been able to turn that one around as Ezra gets on that pitch, and that grounds it over to third. And they're going to get it onto their first baseman. No problem. And the first out of the Longhorns' offensive season. As we take a look at the rest of the lineup, Boyd, Mulder, Crane, Hayes, Padilla, and then it's going to be Lentz, Baker, Pollard, and Andres Cairo. Our catcher is returning. A lot of good returning players on here and some new faces that I think can add to our lineup, especially one of the gentlemen right here, Boyd Mulder. Coming in, he's going to be our starting shortstop, but he lets that first pitch go as a fastball right over the dead center of the plate. Maybe they know we're kind of waiting on it, trying to drive this pitch count up. So hopefully we can go ahead and get into the relief pitchers fairly quickly. And Mulder not able to hold back on that high fastball as he does swing and a miss and make the count 0-2. But he did have some good timing on it, just not where it needed to be. The next one will come inside to him for a first ball of his at-bat as the count is now 1-2 to Mulder. And Billy Carey is the pitcher for the Hoosiers. And he has a pretty good ERA last season, and it looks like, he's kind of carrying that into this season as well. So now that next pitch will be outside for a ball. And it's 2-2, and now Mulder's going to swing at an off-speed pitch down and away. Clearly out of the zone, just could not hold back. And that will be the second out of the first inning at the bottom of the first. But that will bring up Drew Crane. Here comes the heart of our lineup. The power guys, as Crane gave that curveball a cut like none other, just way too early, and swings right over it, and that's the first strike of his at-bat. So 0-1 is the count to Crane, and that next pitch is going to be a high fastball out of the zone. So the count is even at 1-1 to Crane as Carey comes forward and delivers. Crane's going to let that one go. Probably shouldn't have. Another curveball, belt high, give or take, and just right in the zone, just could not be able to pull the bat around to swing at it. And that next pitch, Crane's going to pop up foul high to the right of first base. Maybe he'll lose it in the sun, but didn't look like it on that one. And so they do go down 1, 2, 3. And so now we're going to advance over to the bottom of the second inning where Harvey Hayes will lead us off here batting at the bottom of the second. He was one of our top power hitters last season, and look at that. Harvey Hayes deep to right field, off the foul post, home run Longhorn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hayes getting started early as he just came around on that one beautifully and cranked it out to right field and got it off the foul post. That is how you want to get a lead. That's the way to get the season started. As the Longhorns will take the lead in this one, 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. And look at that, just cranked on it. 93.8 miles per hour coming off that bat. He definitely has hit it harder, but he hit exactly what it needed to be right there. So now Luis Padilla will follow Hayes up to the plate, as there is 0 outs here in the bottom of the second inning, and with a 1-run scored. So Padilla lets the first one go by for a strike. And here comes the delivery on the second one. Padilla checks, but unable to hold back, as he was the World Series semifinal MVP for us right there. And that one he's going to swing at the down and away slider, and that one will be a strikeout for Padilla. So follow Padilla to the plate is Delmon Lynch, one of our new guys, coming to the plate as he's looking to kind of try and make a name for himself in his young career here, starting out game 1 with his Longhorn teammates. And the first pitch would be a ball on the outside. Same thing with the second one. He has thrown an off-speed and a fastball, down low first, then up high second. They're not really sure where he's going to try to be getting this third pitch in. But 2-0 is the count, and Lentz is going to drive that one. It gets past the third baseman and into the left fielder. That was a good hit by Lentz. He waited for his pitch, and he came around on it. His first pitch of his college, or his first bat of his college career, first hit. Let me try that, third time's a charm. First hit of his college career. It comes at his very first at bat. You got to love it when you see a young kid like that succeed in such a way, as he's now on first base here at the bottom of the second. 1 run already across the plate for the Horns on the Harvey Hayes home run. And that one just gets another man set up to see if we can't move him into scoring position. There is 1 out, but Greg Baker is going to come to the plate now here in the bottom of the second. Now Baker will let that first pitch go. It looked like a slider, but it did cut right across the plate there and could have been a good pitch to swing at. So the count is now 0-1, and then Baker will swing and miss at the second pitch. Not getting his timing down pretty well, but it's his first at bat, so kind of one of those what do you expect, type of situation. So 0-2, here comes the delivery. Baker's going to check, swing, and hold it back, thankfully, on that low and away curveball, bringing up ball 1. So the 1-2 delivery now from Carey. And Baker's going to ground it up the middle. That'll be scooped up by the second baseman, and Baker will ground into a double play. That will end the inning here. But Harvey Hayes does some damage on the solo shot to lead off this inning and give the Longhorns the first lead they've had of the season. 1-0 over the Hoosiers here in Austin, as we have finished 2 innings right now. So we're going to go ahead and advance up to the top of the 7th inning. Indiana has added on a couple runs, and they have taken the lead. Our bats have been kind of struggling a little bit here, not getting too many hits. So they do have the lead 2-1. We have brought in Curtis Platt, one of our relief pitchers from last year. He has maintained his time on the roster, and so he has stepped in for Silva to try to finish this game off without giving up too much damage. But right there, they're going to drive that one, land right on the line. Dante Pollard chases it down and tries to fire it over to the cutoff man. They try to get him a second, unable to, and Indiana will lead this one off with a double at bat. Rolando Guzman standing on second now. Curtis Platt brought in to try to limit any type of damage done, but it looks like he's not able to do that to start. Got to get some good recovery right there. And the next batter, he hits a deep fly to left field. Drew Crane comes right under that and fires it in rather quickly, keeping Guzman over there at second as he's unable to advance the runner. So now 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning, as we have Richie Venner coming to the plate, batting 9th for the Hoosiers. He is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And that first pitch would be a ball. So the second pitch is actually going to be a grounder over to Padilla, and he'll pick it up and throw it on to Baker at first. That'll give us a 2nd out of the 7th inning. And that's a pretty good way to start to kind of regain our composure after giving that opening up double. And so the next batter is going to be Michael Martinez, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. And that first pitch comes in as a ball. The second one's going to be fouled off to the right side. A fastball just could not catch up to it. And so the 1-1 delivery now from Platt. It's fired in, and oh man, just on the inside, Curtis Platt unable to get that one, get the call for the strike. So 2-1 is the count, and the next one is a low and away fastball, 3-1. We need to make sure not to walk this man. I don't know why we'd be pitching around him as he fouls off the next pitch and brings it to a full count. 3-2 to Martinez here in the top of the 7th inning, and the payoff pitch. It's a high fly ball to right field. Pollard chasing it. And Pollard is going to get under it, and that will stop any type of damage from being done, as they will get the one hit, putting their man at second, but unable to get across any runs. And so now we're looking at it. Indiana's going to bring in Jamal Berry to try and finish relief for this game, as they do have a 2-1 lead. And we see Delmon Lynch, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon, back up to the plate again to lead off the bottom of the 8th. And he takes that first one and lets it go for a ball on the outside. So 1-0 is a count to Lynch. And here comes the delivery. He's going to check his swing, and they're going to say he did not go for it. That's a close call. That's kind of a home call that it went our way, but I'll take whatever we can get. 2-0 is the count. And Lynch will swing at that fastball coming on the outside edge. That looks like that could have been right there. It could have gone either way, but he did give it a cut and clearly whiffed it. So now the count is 2-1. So Berry comes home with it, and Lynch is driving it right up the middle into center field. And that's going to be another base hit for Lynch, his second hit of the game. What a start to his Longhorn career he is having right now. 2 for 3 here on the afternoon. Delmon Lynch. You got to appreciate it when you see a kid be able to pull stuff off like that. So Greg Baker grounded into a double play earlier. He's going to come up to the plate. Deep drive, right center field. It's going, and it's caught. But look at that. Lynch did not pay attention to the possible out, and he's going to be doubled up like a fool. Oh, he just started going. Figured Baker got the hit, just was not able to pull that off. So now 2 outs here thanks to that double play on the pop out. But say no more. That one's going, gone! Off the right foul pole once again. Dante Pollard, he copies Harvey Hayes and hits that one right off the foul pole in right field. The second home run for the Longhorns and the second run of the game for them, as this one is now tied at 2 runs apiece here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That is a big-time way to show up for that young man, stepping in when he needed to. Dante Pollard coming through, came around a little late on it, but had enough strength to let that thing carry on out. And so now we're going to take a look at our bullpen and get Gil Tejada, who's normally our setup guy, but we're going to get him ready to pitch for us here in the top of the 9th inning when that time comes. So Andres Cairo comes to the plate, our catcher, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, and he drives that one deep right center, and it's going to be caught by the center fielder. Thought it was going a little further than what it really was, but turns out not so much. Dante Pollard, however, he comes through for us, doing a lot of damage as he drives that one off the foul post in right field for a solo shot, as this game is now tied at 2 runs apiece. And we're going to start heading into the 9th inning at this point. And we are going to bring in Gil Tejada. He had 51 appearances last season for us, and was one of our better setup guys that we had. And so now the first batter he's going to face is Milt Steffen, who is 0 for 3 on the day, hoping we can prevent him from getting on base and trying to get something started. That first pitch was fouled off, so the count is 0-1. And the second pitch is going to be delivered high on the outside and called a ball there, so it's now even up at 1 ball, 1 strike apiece. The 1-1 delivery is a high fly ball to right center field. Pollard's on his horse. Can he get it? He does at the warning track. Dante Pollard. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. He chased that one down. He was on his horse as he went and was able to get that one, snatch it out of the air, and that would be the first out for the Hoosiers here in the top of the 9th. Now coming up is Mario Vega, 2 for 3 for the Hoosiers with a home run on the day, as he's been basically our killer this afternoon. First pitch will be a swinging miss on a strike, and the second pitch is fouled off, bringing the count to 0-2. This will be a big hurdle for Tejada to get over if he can. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Fouled once again. Vega standing in tough, fighting for every pitch in this at bat. So 0-2 still remains, and Tejada comes home with it. Swing and a miss. Vega struck out. What a pitch by Tejada on the inside corner, just right where the man could not make contact. And that's going to be out number 2 here in the top of the 9th inning. What a way to go. And so 2 outs, As they bring up Rolando Guzman, who's 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a double earlier, but he hits it high down the right field line. Pollard chasing it, and Pollard's going to catch that one in foul territory. Out number 3. We will go down here to the bottom of the 9th inning now with the game tied at 2 runs apiece here in Austin. What a way to start the season. You got to love games like this. And Ezra is going to be leading it off for the Horns. He is 0 for 3 on the day, trying to get that first hit. And it's going to be a little blooper over the first baseman. Ezra around the corner at first, but he will stay. And he is on base. First pitch he saw, he gave it a cut, and it blooped right over the first baseman's head. And Indiana will bring in Elroy Brewster, one of their better closers from last season, hoping he can try to get us finished off in this inning. And let's take it on to the 10th. So Boyd Mulder, who's 0 for 3 on the day, struggling at the plate, trying to catch up to this type of pitching that he hasn't ever really seen before. So it's reasonable that he would struggle right around now. And he's going to let that second pitch go by for a ball. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike apiece as we get Brewster set for delivery. And he's going to try to lay down a bunt as we try to get our man moved over, but he's not going to be able to. That will be fouled off. So 1-2 is the count now, as Brewster gets set, delivers it to Mulder. He's going to swing, and that's a line drive down the right field, but it will land foul, as Mulder just could not get around on it in time, even though it was a curveball that came in on the outside edge. So here comes a 1-2 delivery. Swing, and another foul ball. Mulder just fighting tough, fouling off these last couple pitches. Off-speed ones, pretty tough to get a handle on it, but at least he did foul it. So the count is still 1-2 as Brewster delivers. And he's going to pull that bunt back, and he gets hit. Brewster throws it on the inside, and Mulder, who tried to fake laying down a bunt, it actually plunks him in the back. So now he will be on first. And Ezra and Boyd on first and second, and that brings up Drew Crane to the plate, who is 0 for 1 or 1 for 3 on the day, with the count being at 0-1 after that swing and a poor pitch. Now Crane, oh man, he let that curveball go, as that one was out of the zone, but he just couldn't hold it back, and the count is now 0-2 to Crane, looking to be the hero of game 1. And he's going to hold back on that off-speed pitch down low in the zone, as the count is now 1-2 to Crane here in the bottom of the 9th. 2 men on for the Longhorns. As Brewster delivers a 1-2 pitch, Crane's going to hit it, pop up into the stands, right over the home team dugout, as that one will keep the count remaining at 1-2. Crane is fighting for every pitch in this at-bat. The 1-2 delivery is going to be down low, and it bounces, but in front of the catcher, he is able to scramble and cover it. And that one will even things up at 2-2 here for Crane in the bottom of. There are no outs here in the bottom of the 9th. 2 men on. One of our big hitters to the plate. He's going to pop that one up foul into the stands once again. Crane not going down easy. He's making Brewster earn this one, as the count will remain at 2-2. Here's the delivery. Crane pops it up, fouled once more. Right over there by the Longhorn bullpen. Got to make sure our guys keep a watch out as far as what's happening on the game. So now Brewster delivers a 2-2 pitch again, and Crane's going to pop that one up. It's in foul territory, but right at home plate, and the catcher makes that out. So there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th, and that will bring up Harvey Hayes, having a hell of a day. 1 for 3 right now with the solo shot in the second inning. And 2 guys on, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Our cleanup hitter, Harvey Hayes, gets a hold of that one. Deep right center field. It's gone! Home run for Harvey Hayes. That's a walk-off shot, 367 feet. Harvey Hayes saw the first pitch, and he liked it, and he gave it a go. And that will be a walk-off win. Game 1 of the season for the Longhorns. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. What a shot by Hayes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby, oh, baby. He saw his pitch, and he gave it a ride on that one. That one was really, I can't believe that it wasn't a no-doubter, but he got a hold of that, put some serious power behind it as that ball came off his bat at well over 100 miles per hour and got about 367 feet of distance on that one, coming in just under the scoreboards out there in right field. So the Longhorns will start this season with a walk-off win, And that is great to see. Last year it seemed like some of these close games like this, we kind of lost our fight in us, our desire to hit and be disciplined at the plate, but not today, not in this game. And that's a way to start the season. Now, while I am thinking about it, I do just want to remind y'all to go ahead and click that little subscribe button if you have not clicked it already. And if you did like today's video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel, and we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us. So that was game one. I'll sim to a little bit later on in the season to see how we're doing before we do the next episode. But that is pretty much it, and that's when I will see y'all at the next one. Not sure who will be playing or where we'll be, but we shall see. You know what I mean? So, all right, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and I will see y'all next time. So, as always, stay safe, and, well, you guys know how it goes. Later, y'all.